Hi guys, I'm gonna do a look, and I am not having a very good mental health week in general, so I figured today's my day off, so I figured I would do what I love and maybe try to cheer myself up. I did get a long-awaited order from one of my favorite brands, Glaminatrix. Two of the palettes that I had ordered came in. The Sandra Rose, and this is the mini palette because she had this palette previously and then it was discontinued and she decided to bring it back in a mini palette form, and it's freaking gorgeous. So I really don't know what I want to do, what I want to use, because I also got the newer Nocturnal, and I don't want to hold it up too much because one of the shades is a little shaky in here. It's not like broken, but it's definitely like, it's a shade that I don't want to, it's one of the shifty ones, so I don't really want to tip the palette too much. This one here, Milky Way, that's closest to the camera, came a little messy, but I'm gonna just go like this so you can see. You can see the shifts. And I played with them last night just a little bit, just because I was trying to cheer myself up. Like I said, I've been having a rough week just with everything, like my house life, like my work life, social media, just everything is just not the way I would like it to be right now. So I'm just so irritated with it, and I'm like, the only thing I know how to do is try to change my attitude, and when that doesn't work, do something that makes me happy, despite my attitude. So here we are, and I am gonna jump off camera, put my brows on, and prime my eyes, and I will be right back. All right, I'm back. Sisters not twins on the brows, but is what it is. So I still don't really know what I want to do. Like I said, I played with these last night, and I am excited to use these colors. Like both color stories from either palette are really pretty. But I just don't know what I want to do. I'm just gonna probably do something a little bit simple because I just have like an hour-ish to get ready for a meeting tonight. So I am gonna take, this is a peridot or peridot. I'm just gonna say peridot because I think that's really how you say it, but honestly I'm too lazy to look it up right now. Maybe I will before my next video, but and it's just a BH brush, and it's just like, I just spot cleaned it on my color switch, so this little blue on it. So I'm gonna do that a little more. And I think I kind of want to the black first. So, and that's from the Nocturnal. So I'm taking the shade Shadow from Nocturnal, which is black, and I'm gonna start packing it in the outer corner. And I just put a little tape because that's how I like to get my looks crisp on the side if I'm doing a wing shape. So we're gonna just kind of pack and blend, tap and blend. I don't know, a little bit of that. So my tape's a little low, but that's all right. Like, if I need to clean it up, I will. But I kind of did that, and I'm gonna zoom in just a hair. I did that a little bit strategically because I feel like a lot of times when I go to connect it to the lower lash line, it's a little like kind of off. So, because if I put it too much like in here, it can be a little off. So, but it's like not, it's blending fine. So like that's great because I mean, and that's typical Glaminatrix quality. Like, I really like their mattes. In the two palettes that I've had before these, I had a good experience with the U Beauty and the Silent Night, which are both really pretty palettes. So, and I think I'm gonna take a different brush, and not anymore, but I think it's just a blending brush from Onsai that I actually got as a freebie in one of my orders. Every time I try to go get the Solmona 2 palette, I tried for you Swedish people. I'm sorry. I don't know if that's how you really say it, but probably not. But I tried to go get that palette a couple of times, and I missed the last restock again. so that was a no-go. But I'm going to go into the shade Seed from the Sandra Rose Mini and just pick up a tiny little bit of that, and kind of try to blend this out a little bit and kind of give myself black to or brown to black here, because I'm gonna do a color with this, but I'm not sure which yet. So, but I still want to do like a smoky kind of outer corner, so I'm just gonna keep dipping in till I get to the intensity that I want. It's like I just literally just tap that on, and like it's, I mean, yes, it needs blending, but like it already looks really nice. Sometimes, like, I mean, I don't generally tap my brush off unless I'm trying to get a lighter blend. Like, if I'm trying to get pigment, I don't tap my brush off 9 times out of 10. If I'm trying to blend something out, then if I remember, I'll tap my brush off. Or, like, if I'm really trying to be careful because, like, I'm on the last, like, outermost blend, and it's a shade that could make or break the whole look, and all the time I just put into the rest of the blends, then I'll tap my brush off and be, like, really careful. So far, so good. But, yeah, so I am just kind of blending little circular motions. I know you can also do light pressure, and like the farther down on the handle you go, the less pressure you put on something. So if you just need a little bit of a blend, that's a good way to do it. So I am gonna take a little more than I used and kind of start here, building the shape in there. I have been doing a lot of repetitive looks. Like, let's face it, I love cut creases. That's my go-to. You know, with hooded lids, that's how I am able to show off my shadows. So, you know, creating the illusion of a crease that is higher up than the little shit I got going on here. So far so good. And then I think with that same brush, I will just do a little switchy color switch action, and then I'm gonna go into the shade Pollen, which is like a beigey, and tap it off just a little bit, and then kind of blend those edges out a little bit. And see, like I said, it kind of can make or break the blend, and you can go back and re-intensify, and like I surely will probably at the end, but as far as getting the gradient where I want it, I'm kind of just trying to, I dipped in a little more pollen here. Kind of just trying to see what I want to do here. So, but yeah, you can certainly go back and rebuild up the blends, which I always do. So I forgot where I was going with whatever I was saying before that, to be honest. Shit. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, so now I've been eyeing the shade Posy, which is like a really bright teal shade in the Sandra Rose palette. So I'm gonna find me a brush. This is a shade brush from the Say It BH collection. I love BH brushes. So yeah, I have a ton of them. They're affordable and I really like the quality. So I'm gonna go in with Posy, and I'm just gonna start by taking a little, because I know, excuse me, it's gonna be pigmented. So I'm gonna turn this camera out a little bit because I gotta get a little closer to my mirror. And I'm gonna start putting it in there and building my shape on the, like, look at the pigment on that. Like, I literally dipped once in there. Didn't really even swirl my brush around. Love that. I'm just starting to shade exactly as the brush says. And picking up a little bit more, kind And again, I'll go back and re-intensify, but right now I'm just trying to make it so it's not a harsh edge like it is. So we are gonna blend it into the brown and feather the edge. Now, is this the best brush to do it with? Maybe not, but I'm gonna try to do it with just this same brush. And I've got a little bit of fallout, but I don't care because I do my eyes first for a reason, so I don't have to worry about putting time into my face and then having to, you know, go back and brush things off. Because I like, you know, I do set my face with powder, but like I just feel like it's too much to set it with powder, dust all that off, have the risk of messing up the makeup still anyways, and you know, whatever. So not mad at that blend right now. That's okay. I mean, I really don't want to blend it too much anyways, because I feel like the more I blend, the more muddy there's a possibility of it becoming. So I think I'm going to use the shade Vine, which is the mint kind of greeny shade in Sandra Rose Mini. Tap that off and just kind of feather the edge a hair more with that brush. And I'm going to actually go back in and not tap off, just to get a little more payoff. And that's a little better. Nothing crazy. Kind of feathering it into the brown without trying to take it too far and make it any type of muddy. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I really like that blue. That blue pops. And I'm gonna obviously cut my crease and stuff and, you know, re-intensify this black, but for now I really do like that. But I'm going to take the brush that I used for the brown, if I can find it. I think I'll just go back with the Odin's Eye brush and take Seed again, which is the dark brown. And I just want to kind of fix this little bit right here. Just taking it up and re-intensifying that. My phone just gave me an alert that said storage low, tap to manage. Like, what do you mean storage low? I literally just bought another 100 gigs of storage from Google because I have a Google phone. Like, and you mean to tell me after not even 3 days? Like, I mean, yeah, I do take a ton of pictures and I do need to probably go back and delete things that I don't want, but for real, phone? Okay, not too happy about that. But yeah, okay, so I kind of just screwed up the blue to brown, but I have more of the shape I wanted for, like, this edge part. So let me just fool around with the blend a little bit. Over here. Okay, so that's fine. Let me take that shade brush again with the blue and fix it up a little bit. I just popped more in there. Just trying to make it a little more even because it didn't really look that way. Okay, that's a little better. Alright, so alright, I'm gonna hop off camera and catch the other eye up. Alright, so both eyes are done. Or, well, that part's done. And I have some Q-tips here with some micellar water. Oh no. And I'm gonna clean up a little part of my lid here for the cut crease. Now, I don't really know if I want to do a full cut crease or a half. I mean, the easy answer would be a half. Shut up for a second so I can do this and concentrate. I don't like when the micellar water drips in my eyeball. So let me use the other side of that same Q-tip. I like to do a little bit on each eye at a time because sometimes if I do one and then I try to do the other one just without doing it in kind of steps on each eye, it can be uneven like it is right now. Even when I do it this way, it still is uneven. So, I mean, and a lot of people, like most people, from what I have been told, are highly asymmetrical. So, ears, eyes, boobs. I guess that counts for a lot of other things too, but we're not going to say those because you can use your imagination. And you could, you know, cut your crease again and clean it up with concealer, a pigment, paint. I think I might just use glitter glue. Just because, like I said, I don't have a ton of time. I'm already running kind of low. So, alright, I'm not going to bore you guys. Let me mess with this and I'll be right back. So, NYX glitter primer. And this is a BH3 XOXO something Elysium more maybe, I think. I don't know who that is, but like I said, I love BH brushes, so I have a lot of them. A lot of them I'll be able to find at like TJ Maxx, or if they're like discounted when they're at Ulta, but I'm just gonna put like literally less than a pea size. It's like not a lot at all, and I never know if it's gonna be too much till I start putting it on my lid. Well, it's probably right amount, but alright, so packing this where we cleared that product. And I don't know if you can see, sometimes like the micellar water will make weird, that's not a shadow, that is like, well, yes, that's a shadow, but I'm saying that line right there is from the micellar water. So sometimes that's why people use Vaseline or Plouise cut carver, but like I haven't tried the cut carver, and I find that Vaseline can sometimes leave like an oil mark too. So I just try to be careful and not go in with a ton of product, but I kind of like just really saturated those Q-tips and wasn't really thinking about it. So whatever, that's fine because any little bit of shimmer I can take up anyhow. So I'm going to do the other eye. I'll be right back. Alright, so we're going to take the shade Flourish from Sandra Rose Mini, which is the silver, and start packing it on because I couldn't resist. This shade's gorgeous. And this is a JS 10 or 11. They're both very similar flat brushes. Morphe JS. Yeah, so I like to do the tap motion first to lay my shimmer down, because I find if I smooth it with or without the glitter glue, a lot of times it becomes very textured on my lid. So if I kind of like only smooth a little bit where I need to do the detail line work up here, and I kind of just pat everywhere else across the majority of the lid, I find that is the best application for me. All right, so I'm thinking I want to use another shimmer, darker, to blend, to brown in the silver. I'm gonna grab this Moda one. It's like a packer thing, but this is a small shader, not a packer. That's what it says. And I'm surprised the name's left on this, but we're gonna take, I'm gonna go with Luna because that's from the Nocturnal and it's got a shift. It's like a bluey, purpley shade. I might still use Sandra on the lower lash line. In fact, I probably will now that I thought about it. So I can get more than just like a couple shades. And I'm putting it in that gap and tapping and blending, tapping and blending. It's really, really pretty. And actually, the blend, I really don't think I need to do too much to that blend because it kind of just blended itself. All right, so I'll be right back. I'm gonna do this eye. All right, so my both eyes on top are done. And I am gonna, well, for shadow work, and I'm gonna take Sandra from the Sandra Rose, and I'm gonna take this old Elf makeup mist that I don't use on my face. I just use it to spray my shimmers, and I am gonna spray that guy, and that's way too much, but oh well. And I'm gonna go on my lower lash line with Sandra. My phone keeps saying storage low, and it's like I literally just deleted a ton of video. I don't know what is going on here, but I'm getting irritated. Like, can something just work for me today? Like, please? Like, literally nothing has been working all week. It's getting a little watery because I sprayed way too much, but no biggie. Alright. Way too far down, but that's alright. We'll let it dry and then I'll blend it just a little bit. And I'm going to put probably Milky Way from the Nocturnal on my inner corner. So I'm going to take this turquoise brush from BH, take Milky Way on my brush, just a little bit, and I'm going to go tap that over just to give a little bit of a blue sparkle. So it's like not just the silver. So I like to blow it off before, just in case there's anything that could possibly fall in my eye, because it usually does. So I'm gonna do the same thing. See, I can see a piece sticking off there that I should have tapped off, but it's like I don't like wasting product. I feel like, I know that's petty, but like, even though I'll never probably pan an eyeshadow, I don't ever want to think about not having these beautiful powders in my life. So, but yeah, so I'll just go like that and take it and blend it with Sandra a little bit there. And like I said, I'm gonna clean all this up probably off camera because apparently I have no storage. Don't know how. All right, so liner, lashes. I'm gonna pick a inner corner. I'm gonna pick a waterline color. Likely do my face off camera really quick, and I will be back to show you the finished product. And here is the finished product. I've inserted this clip to show you the close-up so you can see the shifts and all the sparkles and how pigmented everything is. And here's the full face. And yeah, that's that was the look. So yep. Hello, I'm back, and this is the finished product. What do you guys think? I kind of love it. Not kind of, I do. I love it. I love Glaminatrix shadows. I didn't have any problems with the mattes. The shimmers are beautiful as always. It's been about, let's see what time it is. It's 9, so it's probably been like 4 hours, and I did have a little creasing even though I used glitter glue on the silver shade. It's on my lid, but that is kind of to be expected. And even with some of the best formulas, like all the other indie brands I like, sometimes they do crease with or without glitter glue. So I mean, I would definitely recommend a glitter glue because it's going to cut down on it, and it's going to be easier to kind of just like tap it out, or just use like a little brush to kind of just blend it back out. So I just came home and powdered my face because it is 100 degrees outside. Maybe 99, but it feels like 110. So I was definitely melting today. But basically, I finished my face in the car on the way to the meeting. Used all my favorite face products. I will list them below in the description because I don't want to make this video too long. So if you're curious what's on my face, please go check that description box. more of my mainstay products for sure. So it's not going to be really anything new. But yeah, so I use, like I said, both the Nocturnal and the Sandra Rose. And I would definitely recommend either of these palettes. If the color story calls to you, I would absolutely say 100% go grab one. Go grab them. The only thing with Glaminatrix, being someone in the US, sometimes the shipping takes a little bit long, but I definitely think that that's worth it. I mean, you're going to wait sometimes for brands, period. Never mind the indie brands. But, like, yeah, be prepared to be feeling like it's Christmas when they do come, because that's how I felt the other day. And even though I haven't been, you know, having the best week, like, literally it's been car trouble, just this, that, the other thing, like, you know, me mentally, like, probably, I don't know how to put it, but my self-worth as far as a creator right now is just kind of low. I'm not where I want to be. I just feel like I get passed over a lot on things. And yeah, I may sound whiny. It is what it is. Nobody has to do anything for me. But I'm just wondering when my time's going to be. So trying to make it happen. Finances haven't been very good. Job stuff. I'm kind of in a situation where I really can't, like, get out of the job I'm at and get a better job until I can get some health insurance and get my situation sorted. And I'm not going to elaborate on it, but, like, that's a lot of what's holding me back right now. So it's really irritating because it's like, it just sucks because I'm doing the right thing. You know, in August it will be 2.5 years that I've been sober, but, you know, it's just, there's things in my life that are just a little bit more than my spirit and my faith and hope and positive outlook. Like, there's things in life that I can't just attack with those things, you know. Yeah, so I'm not gonna elaborate, but anyway, definitely this look cheered me up a little bit. So I am going to go relax tonight. Tonight's Wednesday. It's basically like my Saturday, so I am gonna go enjoy the rest of my night, and I will see you guys soon. Please feel free to head on over to any of my other socials, which will be listed below. If you want to like this video, that would be great. I really appreciate it. And subscribing would really mean the world to me, because that's, you know, definitely something I'm striving for, is to get more indie brands out to the main, you know, the public. Like, indies just do it better. Like, I'm here to tell you, like, 100%. So anyway, I will not babble on. You guys have a good night, and thanks for watching, and till next time, toodaloo.
Thanks for being here. Subscribe for more indie beauty fun. Other socials down below.